What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Astrocastrophe. I am Astrocatical, and today we are on day 3 of Alpha Polaris. This is a adventure horror title from Turmoil Games. It is a Lovecraftian styled horror story, and I think I am getting very close to the resolve of the situation we are in here at Alpha Polaris, which is the name of this base I am at, which is in Antarctica, and I think it's a oil collecting sample refinery, whatever you want to call it. We are here to collect samples of oil, but we came across these bizarre bones and a hide that had strange symbols and markings on it that we'll need to go into further explaining, to say the very least. There was a polar bear that my character Rune has recently shot and killed because something happened to it which drove it to the brink of madness, and it tried to kill me. And now here we are trying to just survive and understand what the hell is going on. So this game has been thoroughly, I'm going to say, exciting so far. At least every time the night comes around, there's always some sort of climax and something happens, and it's really good. I'm liking the formula so far, so I'm hoping tonight in the game that something similar happens like it did with the last 2 nights, and they were very enthralling. They tied me in there, and I enjoyed it a lot. Puzzle-wise, some of the puzzles in this game are good. Some of them are really challenging, like the hide puzzle. I don't know how anyone would have figured that one out. I had to look up some YouTube videos to figure that one out. But a lot of them are really good and clever, but some of them, like the Alaska Bombay puzzle, was not kind of my cup of tea, but I understand the point of it, and it can be fun, you know, if you know the point of it and why you're doing it, and you can see it. But I'm more or less trying to advance the storyline because I want to know what's going on. So when it comes to a puzzle like that, I'm like, do I really have to do this? But it's like, you know. Anyways, we're on day 3, and one of my compadres, Tully, is going a little nuts. And last night, my love interest, what is her name again? Nova, she was going a little nuts too. And I think I'm the only sane character at this point. But we'll be closing in on that, and we will find out what the fuck is going on here. Very interesting game. Too quiet. Oh boy. Yeah, this game has really, bar none, one of the best storylines in an adventure title I have seen in years. I mean, one of the best storylines in a game in a long time. Yes, it's a Lovecraft story, more or less, and you know, those are certainly formulaic, I guess that's the way you want to say it, but it's so different than what all of the other games try to mimic, which is like they try to just be a Lovecraft game. Like, this is a Lovecraft game, but at the same time, it's its own title, if that makes sense. But enough of that. I'm dragging on, and let's just finish with this. I think this is the final day, or there might be 2 more. I'm not quite sure here.
Al.
No dice. Oh yeah, that's right. Last night I had to shoot Tully with a dart gun because he was about to fucking kill someone. It's going bonkers. It's going a little crazy. See if the radio has anything interesting. Stations, receive, transmitter. I still have some skill with it. Too quiet. Too quiet. He thinks it's too quiet. Someone's in here. Oh, yes.
What's going on in here?
You tell us. You nearly pushed Tully over the edge last night.
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did, and you chose to pander to his delusions.
talk about Nova's nightmare.
Nova, tell us what you saw last night.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You told me there was a spirit worshipped by hunting tribes. You said you had another article.
No,
I need that article.
you're not getting it.
Al, tell us what you told me about the storm.
Okay. You know, Rune, what I said about the storm and the spirits? I was speaking metaphorically, of course. Trying to rationalize Tully's mood swings won't do him any good.
That is not what you said yesterday.
The thing is, this is not my first assignment in the Arctic. I've seen all kinds of bold fellows coming and going, some of them much earlier than they originally intended. Rugged men, too. Look, speaking from experience, I see a dose of isolation paranoia here. A small dose, but one that could easily spread over all of us. Now, for the sake of Tully's health, let's keep our heads level. This has gone far enough.
It seems that they won't agree with your story, Knudsen.
That's because they're afraid.
You know what I really think? I think you are just the type of guy who likes to pretend he knows more than others. But in reality, you are way out of your element here. If it was possible, I'd fly you back to your socialist Sweden, or wherever you came from.
I know how you can get me out of your sight. Send me to the crevasse. I'll take the additional samples you need.
You? On the other hand, I can't spare my real people to get them.
Wow.
Rune. Now
What a
wait
dick.
minute, Alistair. I don't think that's a good idea. I can go. I don't have anything important to do right now.
You're needed here to prepare the samples, while I do the testing with Nova.
Very well. Just don't try to climb down there, and avoid going near the edge.
I know how to scale ice.
Crevasses are different. They're dangerous even for seasoned climbers. The safest way to collect the samples is to lower a probe down there with a car winch. Once down, it'll automatically take the sample. You'll need all the weather gear you have. The temperature is going to drop very low by night. And take your tranquilizer rifle.
Nuts. Wow. That Alistair guy, he's like a more smug Albert Wesker. That's what he reminds me of. Tully reminds me of Bobby from Twin Peaks, and Alistair reminds me of a more smug, business suave, sort of Albert Wesker. Okay, so I'm going to need my rifle. I still need the oil pearl, my crampons, the tranquilizer rifle, and a rope. Okay. Well, let's go get the article from Nova before we hit the dusty trail.
Nova, are you in there?
Nova. Gotta get the rifle. Ah, it's Tully.
You all right?
No,
Any
Jeepers.
pain in your arm?
don't worry about it. I would have shot that prick. He took my gun. He took my gun, for fuck's sake.
Tully's gonna end up killing that dude. I'm almost positive of it at this point. He's gonna end up killing him. What's this monster?
What do you think it is?
It's the dragon, like in the Book of Revelation.
Shit.
The one in the final battle of Armageddon. In my dreams, it's always hungry. And the dragon, it doesn't eat like we do. The more it eats, the hungrier it gets. And then it'll eat the whole world.
I've just been accosted by Alistair. Al and Nova didn't say a thing to defend me.
They're decent people. Al and Nova, I mean, not that jerk-off. But I think they're even more afraid than me now. And I'm terrified to the bone. Still, it doesn't matter anymore. We got shafted. That thing will come for us when the storm peaks.
Shit.
You don't think there's anything we can do?
Zippo.
Wow. This game also has really good dialogue. You know, it's really quick, it's really witty, straight to the point, clever enough to just be simple too. I guess that's the best way of putting it. It's clever enough to just be simple, straightforward dialogue, little catchy, gets straight to the point, doesn't bore you. Man, I don't know what else to say. This game's just I just love it.
Fight the fear, Tully. Things aren't so bad.
Yes, they are. But it's okay. Because when I die, I get to sit with the lamb in the garden. Paps used to say that. Then the fuck died.
Nova's been having dreams too. I spoke to her last night.
I know, it shows on her face. And you too. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe she's not that icy after all. But it's a real shame. You two would have been real happy.
What I don't understand is why Al sided with Alistair.
He's all chummy with Bob, so I guess that's why he's going easy on Alistair. But he's a good man, the Wiz.
She has an article about the thing out there, but she won't give it to me.
Just get it yourself.
I'd have to break into her room.
Do you fear more than the dragon thing haunting us?
Do you have a master key?
I have some blank keys, old and shitty warded locks here. Maybe you can make your own master copy.
Wow, that conversation I just had with him about Lester and Nova kind of like not jumping to his defense and Al taking sides with Lester, that just really reminds me so much of the political world. You know, where it's like you have friends, you have business associates, coworkers, people you love, people you trust, and you kind of see them do that sort of thing out of these ethical reasons and all these reasons of being in a sort of financial relationship with an employer or a business associate, and it's just you question like a lot of the time like the legitimacy of your friendship with them and stuff like that. I mean, it's really complicated and hard when you get entwined and entangled in that sort of world, but it's like that's the world of capitalism, unfortunately. Like, we're marrying people in this day and age not because we love them, but we're marrying them because of some financial pursuit, because we can collect some sort of benefit from it, because we can have a stable house home. We don't love each other the way I think we used to when we would court each other back in, like, you know, the period of romanticism or whenever all that shit was going on. Like, it just doesn't work that way anymore. Everything is for capitalistic gain. That's the only reason people keep spitting out kids, and that's like the only reason why we're friends with people anymore is just because it's capitalism. And I'm not a fan of socialism either, but I really think it's just like the two-party system. You can't have like both worlds, and you can't cancel them both out and have something else. You have to take one or the other. That is just like the unfortunate ultimatum of life in a stable society. But what can I say? Maybe someday we will all be internet politicians. And we'll get things done. We'll finally get that internet bill of rights we've been working on for so long. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine like the Senate and the House just like being completely online, being on like a web forum like 4chan or something like that? That's like how Congress is gonna operate in the future. It's all gonna be memes and fucking a bunch of fucking random assholes who you really don't even know. I mean, I can totally see that. We're all gonna be using fucking Pepe the Frog avatars to represent each other. It's just, I think it's gonna be that way, honestly. I do, and it'll be hilarious.
Can we talk?
I'm not really in the mood to talk right now.
Or you just don't want to?
I'd like to be alone now.
What is that supposed to mean? She's like, I'm not in the mood to talk to right now, and then he's like, or you just don't want to. I mean, doesn't that just mean the same thing? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just didn't understand that. Kind of funny. Crampons. Okay, so grab the rifle. That's weird. I have no idea. I've never heard of crampon before. I mean, it might just be like my sort of immature mind to think of tampons, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is they're tampons for cramps. That's what they are. I've never heard of those before. But yes, my puerile, immature, young, piteous mind instantly thinks of tampons. Okay. Oh, I see. Crampons. Well, no shit. I don't know what that is. I live in Florida. Crampons. Those are like those little, like I don't know how the crucial traction device for walking on firm snow. So it's like this bladed harness you put on your foot for traction when you were walking in the snow. So those might be down here. Probably not though. Crampons. Can I just call them something else? I think they might be in here. No, I don't think they're in here. Well, nope, I don't see anything up there. Well, I bet the crampons are probably in his room. Can you just call them like snow walkers? Snow straps. I bet snow straps already is like the word for some sort of utility out there. I see a bunch of socks. The oil probe. Doesn't need the computer. Oh, there they are. Duh, I see them. Right there on the wall. Thank God for like the internet and cell phones. I would have never found that because I have no idea what the hell a crampon is, but now I do. Oil probe. Blank key. A roughly shaped station key. I use the blank key to get into Nova's room. Can't open the door with it. Oh shit, what the hell do I do?
Nova, are you in there? Nova.
Well, how the hell do I know what her fucking lock is like? Do I just do it randomly? I guess I just do it at random. Oh, whoa. Use null onto Nova's room.
I need another blank key. Here. Fight the fear, Tully. Things aren't so bad.
Yes, they are. But it's okay. Because when I die, I get to sit with the lamb in the garden. Paps used to say that. Then the fucker died.
Okay, we are legitimately going to try this shit. Oh, wow. Okay, so we need to find that article. Where could that article be? She has gone through the trouble of bringing a mirror here. The spider web in the middle is supposed to catch any inbound harm. Biology and natural history. Generic romance novels and a few works of Umberto Eco. A 4-digit combination lock. The numbers are probably something easy to remember. Oh shit. see here. Let's go to this bulletin board. Polar bears get bored too. Hey girl, we said happy birthday. Shit. Okay, O2. Ah! Well, clearly I came for... I finally got what I was looking for. It's right here. Those are nice. She got a vape in there? Man, I feel like such a pervert doing this. This is fucking weird. Okay. But I guess you gotta solve the mystery somehow. Come on, Scooby-Doo. Come on, gang. Okay, now what? I have everything I need now. Let's see this article. What the fuck? It's like fucking Freddy Krueger. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at this article. Oh boy. Got some Inuit shaman exorcising spirits from a boy. Pretty horrifying. Okay. The Witiko-Ashton myth. There exists a culture-bound condition among Native American Indians and the Eskimo in which a person is driven to a psychotic state. In many of these cases, the individual becomes convinced he or she has been possessed by the Witiko, the personification of the horror's extreme winter, and they engage in cannibalism. There have been numerous documented cases as late as in the beginning of the 20th century. The cause of the condition is widely disputed, but it has been suggested that it is triggered during the early stages of a developing mental disease. A burning sensation similar to the pain caused by a frostbite and delusional thoughts of the presence of an extreme evil are described. Some scholars categorize them with night terrors. Examples: tingling and an evil presence occurring in the Western cultures. The Greenland Eskimo believe the Witiko is a primitive Catholic god in a world that preceded the coming of their pantheon. It is said to be skeletal and deformed, and to be missing extremities. Creepy. In some legends, it has a frozen heart and glowing red eyes. So maybe that dragon Tully was talking about. In general belief, Witiko has a singular hatred towards humanity that stems from the actions of humans. It is said to be a bitterly lonely creature trapped in the Boras, a region of remote, icy fells behind the northern lights, unable to descend upon the earth without possessing living beings. The Eskimo believe their ancestors can be seen dancing in the sky. This might mean that malevolent spirits can also be seen. In primitive times, the tribes of Greenland relied upon their Anakokwa shaman for appeasing evil spirits similar to the Witiko. For an Eskimo, nothing between the earth and the sky is bad, but there are spirits that should be feared because of their hunger for hatred. From time to time, Western psychoanalysts have been interested in the Witiko psychosis. Some scholars see it as a testimony of an impersonal potency buried deep inside us that is instinctively hostile to human life. Okay, so we have like two gods here. We have like Ashton, and then we have Witiko. I remember hearing about Ashton in the previous game I played of this, and now there's the Whitico. I think I have more on Ashton somewhere in here, because this is all interesting to me. Where does it start? Okay, right here. So I kind of want to just separate the difference between Ashton and Whitico, unless they're the same damn thing. Okay, the Tunijuk were a race of giants that were driven to inaccessible mountains in the inland, and others they were said to be a tribe of primitive wild men, very vile and cruel, who turned to evil spirits in their hunger and went mad with the ravenous desire for more. Ashton, the spirit of solitude, hunger, and gangrene heard their call, descended upon the tribe and possessed them. Ashton could not be satisfied. The more human limbs, hands, and feet they offered it, the more it ate until the whole tribe was consumed. Then Ashton went back to a remote waste far north, carrying some men with it. So Ashton was just like this cannibalistic god to the Chinook people. A giant. So wait. Yes, Ashton is an evil spirit. I don't know if that's the same as Whitico. Whitico sounds more like he is a primitive god. So we have Ashton, which is a spirit, and Whitico is this primitive god. I don't know if they're the same person, sort of like Lucifer and Satan are technically not the same person, but we have this mistaken association all the damn time. But I guess that's it, man.
Fight the fear, Tully. Things aren't so bad.
Yes, they are. But it's okay. 'Cause when I die, I get to sit with the lamb in the garden. Paps used to say that. Then the fucker died.
All right. I think it's time to hit the old dusty road. I guess I just go on a snowmobile. Do I take do I take Tully's truck or something? Here we go. Oh my goodness, this is freaky. We're going to the crevasse. Oh, yikes. What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? This is not good. You are in the middle of Antarctica in this nasty crevasse that has some hidden horror, some evil lurking within the very depths of the blackest canals of its brutal heart, and we are diving straight into it. Why? I don't know. Because we're curious. Oh man. Raw oil glistening down there. Okay, did I grab the rope? Yes, I grabbed the rope. Tight. Really? Yeah, that definitely is not sturdy. Okay, so tie it to the truck. When? What do you mean it won't work? But I can't believe that worked. Oh, I see. Weird. No one would have ever guessed that. I just randomly started doing it. Once you put the rope on, then put the... Never mind. I didn't... Never mind. Just never mind. Okay. Oh, okay. This is really... My goodness. Oh my goodness. I just I don't know how I feel towards some of these puzzles in this game. There we go. Right? I thought it did something. Tie rope to oil pole. That won't work. That won't work. Tie rope to ruin. There we go. All right. God, this is nerve-wracking. Dude, how the hell could you even want to do something like that? Trying to quit. Okay, cup. This is spooky. East Island Tribe, the same symbols that were on the hide. This is just getting weirder and weirder. I'll check the cave first. No way. Is that an idol for Ashton? I have to find out what the Merle says. It has weird proportions. Phew. God damn. It's fucking freaky, dude. Human and animal bones, some of them have been carved and marked, like the ones Al brought to the station. What made the walls curve like that? Oh. Okay, we're gonna find out what that symbol says. A mummy? She was most likely mummified in the freezing weather naturally, but her death wasn't natural. There's a gaping hole in her chest.